Namaskar and welcome to Sansad TV. I'm your host Rajiv Kumar Singh and you have started watching House Highlights, the program where we bring a comprehensive overview of the day's proceedings from both the Houses of Parliament. Before we delve into the details, let us begin with the headlines. Disruptions continue to hinder both Houses of Parliament. Proceedings are suspended for the day after a couple of adjournments in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju says government ready for discussion on any issue in accordance with constitutional provisions and the rules of the House. Lok Sabha passes the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024. Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal moves the bill. Provisions aim at modernizing maritime trade in line with international standards. Bill to help boost Indian business through sea routes. And the carriage of goods by Sea Bill 2025 gets parliamentary approval. Rajya Sabha passes the bill to provide for the responsibilities, liabilities, rights and immunities attached to carriers with respect to the carriage of goods by sea. Let us now look at what took place in the lower house on the 13th day of the monsoon session. Lok Sabha proceedings began on Wednesday, remembering those affected by the tragedy of the first atomic bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan during the Second World War. The House observed silence in respect of those affected by the tragedy 80 years ago in 1945.
माननीय सदस्यगण, आज जापान के हिरोशिमा और नागासाकी पर परमाणु बम गिराए जाने से हुई त्रासदी के 80 वर्ष पूर्ण हो गए हैं। दिनांक 6 और 9 अगस्त को इन दोनों शहरों पर परमाणु बम गिराए गए थे, जिससे बड़ी संख्या में निर्दोष नागरिकों की मृत्यु हुई थी और अनगिनत लोग घायल अथवा जीवन भर के लिए अपंग हो गए थे। इस घटना ने पहली बार विश्व को परमाणु बम के विनाशकारी दुष्प्रभावों से अवगत कराया था। ये सभा विश्व को सामूहिक विनाश के हथियारों से मुक्त कराने के लिए अपनी प्रतिबद्धता पुनः दोहराती है तथा परमाणु हथियारों के उन्मूलन तथा वैश्विक शांति और सौहार्द सुनिश्चित करने के लिए सामूहिक रूप से कार्य करने का संकल्प लेती है। अब ये सभा जापान में परमाणु बम गिराए जाने से पीड़ित लोगों की स्मृति में मौन रहेगी।
Soon after, opposition members began protesting and raising slogans in the House. The Speaker instructed that the question hour be taken up. Barely had BJP member Arun Govil completed a supplementary question and the concerned minister stood up to answer. The Speaker had to adjourn the House as it was not in order despite his repeated requests.
आप सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते?
आपने मुझे
सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते आप?
मेरा प्रश्न ये है, प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण योजना के तहत पीडीएफ की डिजिटल पहल और पीडीएफ को सुचारू रूप से चलाने के लिए क्या कदम उठाए गए हैं?
प्रश्न ने बहुत महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न पूछा है।
आप अगर सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते तो मैं सदन स्थगित करता हूं आज 12 बजे तक के लिए।
प्रधानमंत्री
After the House reassembled at noon, opposition MPs were already in the well to protest for their demands. Officiating Chair Dilip Saikia informed the House that the Speaker had not accepted any adjournment motions submitted by the MPs. Following this, the chair instructed for the important papers to be laid on the table of the House. The papers laid on the table of the Lok Sabha on Wednesday concern the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Mines and Ministry of Minority Affairs. Reports of the Standing Committee on Labour, Textiles and Skill Development was tabled in the Lok Sabha on Wednesday. Basavaraj Bommai tabled the 7th report on action taken by the government on the observations, recommendations concerning the Employees State Insurance Corporation. Satish Chandra Dubey made a statement regarding the status of implementation of the recommendations contained in the first report of the Standing Committee on Coal, Mines and Steel on Demands for Grants 2024-25 pertaining to the Ministry of Coal. Later, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented a statement of estimated receipts and expenditure of the state of Manipur for the year 2025-26. This related to the budget of the state of Manipur. After the House reassembled at 2 p.m., another adjournment, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju responded to opposition's demand for a discussion on the special intensive revision SIR exercise in Bihar. He emphasized that the government has been open to take up discussion on any matter. However, any discussion in Parliament has to be in accordance with constitutional rules and procedures, as the SIR matter is sub judice and under consideration by the Supreme Court. Therefore, it cannot be taken up by the Parliament.
कई दिनों से ये हाउस डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं एक बात स्पष्ट रूप से रखना चाहता हूं. The government has been very open to take up for discussion on any matter. From time to time, the government has been telling that we are ready to hold debate and discussion on any and every topic. However, any discussion in the Parliament has to be in accordance with constitutional provisions and also in accordance with the rules as prescribed in the rules of procedure and conduct of business in Lok Sabha. On the issue of intensive revision of the electoral roll, on the issue of SIR, which they are disturbing the House from the day one, we all know that the matter is under consideration of the Honorable Supreme Court, and as such, it is a sub judice. Under Rule 186, Part 8, any matter can be discussed in the House only if it does not relate to a matter which is under adjudication by a court of law in a country. Besides, a member of this House, as per Rule 352, Clause 1, is not allowed to make or refer to any matter of the fact on which a judicial decision is pending. The matter which the opposition party is trying to raise is clearly a sub judice, and so a discussion on this issue cannot be held in this House. Chairperson, Madam, I would like to also mention and submit that the issue relates to the functions and responsibilities entrusted to the Election Commission of India, which is an autonomous body. In the past, it has been clearly established in this House itself that matters falling under the domain of the Election Commission of India cannot be discussed in this House. On 14 December 1988, when a member tried to raise issue pertaining to the functioning of the Election Commission of India, the then Lok Sabha Speaker, Sri Balram Jakarji, had ruled in the following words, I quote, Mr. to the member, you know that I cannot comment upon the actions and decisions of the Election Commission, which is an autonomous body, nor can they do it You have to change the constitution. I cannot break the rules. Unquote. He further stated that under the existing constitutional provisions, the House cannot comment upon the actions of the Election Commission. Chairperson, Madam, moreover, Rule 352 subclause 5 of Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha clearly says that it is not permitted to reflect upon the conduct of persons in high authority in general discussions. Therefore, Chairperson, Madam, the rules are very clear. The House cannot have a discussion on the working of an autonomous body like the Election Commission. I would like to ask the opposition members, do you want to break the rules established by this House? Do you want to throw out the provisions of the Constitution of India? Do you follow the rules of this country? From the day one, you are attempting to break the rules and the conventions established in this august House. Madam, I would like to urge the honorable members of the opposition parties, please allow the function of the House. Let us discuss and debate. Don't disturb the business of this House. We are sent to this House for discussion and debate, for issues related to all important issues of our country must be discussed. Please let the House function. Don't try to break the rules and convention of this august House. Don't try to dismiss all the decisions taken by the past august House. The chairman of then, the speaker of the past, we have to honor them. So once again, I would like to request the members of the opposition party not to disrupt the functioning of the House. We have important bills to take up today on the special appeal of the opposition party. We are not pushing the sports bill. Madam, we are not pressing with the discussion and passing of the sports bill, although it is listed in the business. But we will take it up later. Let the bill related to the Ministry of Shipping and Ports be taken up, which is listed today, and let the House function. I would like to request the honorable members of the opposition party, please don't disrupt the business of the House.
The House then took up the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024. Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbananda Sonowal, moved the bill to consolidate and amend the law relating to merchant shipping to ensure compliance with India's obligations under the maritime treaties.
I rise to move that the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024 to consolidate and amend the law relating to merchant shipping to ensure compliance with India's obligation under the maritime treaties, an international instrument to which India is a party, and also to ensure the development of Indian shipping and efficient maintenance of Indian mercantile marine in a manner best suited to serve the national interests and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto be taken into consideration.
Amidst constant opposition sloganeering, the members of the ruling alliance took part in the discussion on the bill.
The bill brings several key transformative measures, Madam. Firstly, it brings in a modernized legal framework. Madam, it replaces a 6-decade-old law with a forward-looking statute that aligns with global maritime standards and international conventions, Madam. It encourages foreign investment.
After independence, the Merchant Shipping Act 1950 was passed. But since merchant shipping sector has undergone various changes over the years, as a result, the Merchant Shipping Act 1958 has become bulky and outdated piece of legislation. The Act eventually consists of more than 500 sections.
The minister then replied to the discussion. He said that the bill ensures the development of Indian shipping and efficient maintenance of Indian mercantile and national interest.
Merchant shipping bill, it is a very, very advanced, progressive and modern legislation up to date with the International Maritime Convention and consisting of all relevant incorporation from global best practices of leading maritime nation. In continuation of the series of legal reforms undertaken in the past 11 years by our ministry under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, which have led to increased growth and development for the maritime and shipping sector. And we are endeavoring to undertake reforms of other major laws governing the sector. It is also a matter of great pride that under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India has emerged as one of the largest supplier of seafarers.
A sense of the House was then taken and the bill was passed.
माननीय मंत्री जी अब यह प्रस्ताव करें कि यथा संशोधित विधेयक को पारित किया जाए।
Madam, I move that the bill as amended be passed.
प्रश्न यह है कि विधेयक यथा संशोधित को पारित किया जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में वो हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में है वो ना कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ, हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ। प्रस्ताव स्वीकृत हुआ, विधेयक यथा संशोधित पारित हुआ।
Following the passage of the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024, the Lok Sabha was adjourned for the day. Let us now take a look at what took place on Wednesday in the Rajya Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha, important papers from various ministries were placed on the table of the House. These included papers from the Ministries of Education, Finance, Home Affairs, Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Social Justice and Empowerment, Housing and Urban Affairs, and Road Transport and Highways. The papers were laid on behalf of their respective ministries.
Papers to be laid on the table. Dr. L. Murugan.
Respected Deputy Chairman, sir, with your kind permission, on behalf of my colleague Sri Jain Chaudhary, I rise to lay on the table of the House the papers mentioned at serial number 2, class A of today's revised list of business.
Sri Pankaj Chaudhary.
मैं आज की संशोधित कार्यसूची में मेरे नाम के सामने मत संख्या 2 खा पर वर्णित कागजात आपकी अनुमति से सदन के पटल पर रखता हूं।
श्री नित्यानंद राय।
आज की संशोधित कार्यावली की क्रमांक संख्या 2C पर मेरे नाम के सम्मुख उल्लेखित दस्तावेज सभा पटल पर रखता हूं।
प्रोफेसर SP सिंह बघेल।
उपसभापति महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज की राज्यसभा की पुनर्निर्धारित कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 2D पर मेरे नाम के आगे उल्लिखित कागजात हिंदी और अंग्रेजी सदन के पटल पर रखता हूं।
श्री BL वर्मा।
आदरणीय उपसभापति महोदय, मैं आपकी अनुमति से आज राज्यसभा की संशोधित कार्यसूची में अपने नाम के सम्मुख अंकित प्रपत्र सभा पटल पर रखता हूं।
श्री सुकांता मजुमदार।
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, with your kind permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House the papers mentioned against my name at serial number 6 in today's revised list of business.
श्रीमती सावित्री ठाकुर।
महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज की संशोधित कार्य संख्या 6 पर मेरे नाम के समक्ष सूचीबद्ध दस्तावेज सदन के पटल पर रखते हैं।
श्री तोखन साहू।
महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज की संशोधित कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 1J पर मेरे नाम के समक्ष सूचीबद्ध कागजातों की एक प्रति हिंदी व अंग्रेजी सभा पटल पर रखता हूं।
श्री हर्ष मल्होत्रा।
आदरणीय सभापति महोदय, मैं आपकी अनुमति से आज की संशोधित कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 2I पर मेरे नाम के सामने उल्लेखित पत्रों को सभा पटल पर रखता हूं।
Token Sahu, the Minister of State for Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, made a statement regarding withdrawals from the Contingency Fund of India. The withdrawals were made to cover expenditures for a new service in an emergency.
महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से आज की कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 4 पर नई सेवा / सेवा का नया साधन, शहरी गरीबी उन्मूलन संबंधी नया पायलट मिशन, दीनदयाल जन आजीविका योजना शहरी के आकस्मिक मामले में व्यय को पूरा करने के लिए भारत की आकस्मिक निधि से धनराशि के आहरण के बारे में एक वक्तव्य सभा के पटल पर रखता हूं। धन्यवाद।
The Deputy Chairman Harivansh informed the House that the notices received under Rule 267 were not accepted, and he further reiterated that on Tuesday he had explained in detail about the ruling of 267. Deputy Chairman tried to initiate the zero-hour proceedings. However, as the deadlock continued among the protest and sloganeering by opposition members, the Rajya Sabha was adjourned till 2 p.m.
35 notices have been received today under Rule 267. In view of my observation made yesterday, and since none of these notices are in adherence to the requirement of the rules as enunciated in the past, I am not admitting any of the notices. माननीय सदस्य, कल बहुत एक्सप्लेन कर दिया अच्छी तरह, कल बहुत विस्तार से मैंने बता दिया. I have explained in detail. Please, मैं बहुत क्लियरली कल स्पष्ट कर चुका हूं. कई कल सदस्य मेरे पास आए जो जीरो आवर में अपने मुद्दे उठाना चाहते हैं. माननीय संजय, कल बहुत स्पष्ट तरीके से मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है. प्लीज मैं आपसे उम्मीद करता हूं कि जिन माननीय सदस्यों को जीरो आवर में बोलना है, कई कल माननीय सदस्य आए थे कि हमें हमारे अधिकारों से हम वंचित हो रहे हैं, हमें अपनी आवाज उठाने का मौका दें. प्लीज मैं सबसे अपील करूंगा, माननीय एलओपी से भी अपील करूंगा कि जीरो आवर जिसमें माननीय सदस्य अपनी समस्याएं देश की उठाते, अपनी बात कहते हो, मौका दीजिए. प्लीज उन्हें मौका दीजिए. मैं आपसे अनुरोध करता हूं, प्लीज आप मौका दें. प्लीज point of order only can be raised when the house is in order. Please आप नहीं चाहते कि संसद चले, या आप जीरो आवर में लोगों को अवसर देने के लिए तैयार नहीं है. The house is adjourned to meet at 2 p.m.
When the House reassembled at 2 p.m., Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman laid the statement of estimated receipts, expenditure and demands for grants for the state of Manipur for the year 2025-26 on the table of the Rajya Sabha.
Now, the laying of the budget, Manipur 2025-26, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman.
So thank you, sir. With your permission, I rise to lay on the table a statement in English and Hindi of the estimated receipts and expenditure and demands for grants of the state of Manipur for the year 25-26.
Thank you.
Amid unabated opposition sloganeering in the Rajya Sabha, the Carriage of Goods by Sea Bill 2025 was passed after a discussion. Presiding officer Bhuvneshwar Kalita initiated discussion on the bill, but opposition members continued to protest over the Bihar voter list issue. Despite the disruptions, some members offered their suggestions and views on the bill.
जिसमें अंतर्राष्ट्रीय और विधि रूल्स को शामिल किया गया था, मैं इसको और अब इसे अधिक स्पष्ट, आधुनिक और समसामयिक आवश्यकताओं के साथ तैयार किया गया है. ये इस विधेयक में कुल 12 धाराएं हैं. इसमें एप्लीकेबल रूल, नोटिफिकेशन और शेड्यूल जैसे शब्दों को परिभाषित किया गया है. 1955 के अधिनियम में कोई परिभाषाएं नहीं थी. ये एक अत्यंत स्वागत योग्य और आवश्यक सुधार है.
माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, इस बिल से हमारा जो कार्गो का जो सामान है वो हम लोग विदेश में निर्यात करते हैं, उसमें हम एक फायदा होगा और इंडियन इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के लिए अच्छा होगा. मैं इस बिल को समर्थन करते हुए मेरा बात यही समाप्त करता हूँ. धन्यवाद.
There are 12 major ports of the country, more than 100 smaller ports.
ports are the economy of this country. Sir, I am supporting this bill because it is a very, very, very important bill. Sir, I would like to remind, Tamil Nadu has got 3 ports, sir, which is very important. In the country, Tamil Nadu is the only state which has got 3 ports.
Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shantanu Thakur, responded to the discussion on the bill.
This has streamlined our legal system, usured in ease of understanding, heralded ease of doing business, and promote effective government. Sir, this Act of 1925, substantially based on the International Convention for the Uniformation Ratification Rules for Law, dating the bill of 11 of August 2095, which are called Globe Rules. This convention was amended by the Brussels Protocols of the February 1968, which is called Lisbon Rules. Sir, this bill is not merely statutory reform, it reflects broader philosophy of governance led by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji.
After the discussion, the bill was passed by a voice vote.
Please move that the bill be passed. I move that the bill will be passed, sir. The question is that the bill be passed. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The bill is passed.
After the passage of the bill, Presiding Officer Bhuvaneshwar Kalita adjourned the House until 11 a.m. on Thursday, August 7th, 2025.
The House stands adjourned to meet at 11 a.m. on Thursday, the 7th August 2025. Thank you.
That is all in this bulletin. We will continue to track the proceedings of the Parliament throughout the monsoon session and keep you abreast of all important developments in our program, House Highlights. Till we meet next, goodbye.